Hi, I'm Tati, and this is my Vaultathon Round 2 reading vlog. So, it is currently actually day 2 of the Vaultathon, so it is the 19th of November. I didn't really get to give you an update when I first started because stuff happened yesterday and my schedule got completely turned around. However, today I can tell you that I have started Brightly Burning. I actually started reading it as an ebook. So let me see if I can see how far in I am. The ebook says I'm like 30%. I'm right here. So I'm about this much into the book and I'm planning to read more as soon as I can. Let me put a bookmark in here. There's a bookmark. Alrighty. I'm really enjoying it so far. I haven't been taking any notes, which I probably should be because of the live show that I'm going to be a part of where we're going to discuss this book. But I'm going to have the book on hand during the live show, so hopefully I'll remember stuff that happened. I also haven't figured out how all that live show stuff is going to work, so that's something else I have to research before that happens, which is less than a week away. So we'll see. But for right now, I'm going to keep reading Brightly Burning. Then after I finish Brightly Burning, I'm going to try and jump into Jane Eyre. Now, because this is a readathon, which means I have a limited amount of time to get through my reading list, my TBR, I don't know if I'm going to stick with reading Jane Eyre. It depends on how quickly it seems to be going and how much of it I can understand, which I'm hoping reading Brightly Burning first will help me understand it more. So we'll have to see how long I stick to that before moving on to my next read. I'm hoping to read the whole thing, but we'll see. I'm way too much of a mood reader for TBRs. Hello, I'm back. I don't really remember too much where I left off on this. I have been reading Brightly Burning, continuing to read it for this readathon. It is now day 4 of the readathon, I believe. It's like the 21st or something. So I'm definitely not getting as much reading done as I hoped I would. Yeah, it's November 21st, and it's just been crazy life stuff taking over, so I have not been getting as much reading done as I wish I could. However, I am like almost 70% through this book. I am really loving it as well, so that's a plus. And this is technically the only book I have to complete for the readathon, plus watching Treasure Planet, which I don't think will be a problem on Saturday. I think I'm going to be okay on that front because I'm really hoping to sit down and finish this one tonight if I can, because I'm really sucked into it. I am loving it. I'm loving the romance, which at first I didn't know how it was going to go, and I'm not trying to make this spoilery because I did a poll on Twitter about spoilers in reading vlogs, and I'm pretty sure like majority said yes, spoilers if the vlog is book specific, which this one will not be. This one is a readathon vlog, so this one should be no spoilers because that was the second largest vote, I believe. But yeah, I sometimes ask questions about how my videos should go on Twitter, so definitely follow me there and give your opinion in a poll if you want, you know, your opinion for me to know it, or you can tell me in the comments, do you like spoilers in your reading vlogs? So I'm going to try to keep it at least no spoilers in this one, hopefully. I wasn't sure how the ships were gonna go. There was like 3 possible love interests, I want to say, and I wasn't a huge fan of the main one at the beginning, but definitely has grown on me. However, things seem to be going really well right now, and there's still not quite a bit, but still a chunk of the book left, so I know things are gonna have to get worse at some point, and I'm really worried about it. So I wanted to update this vlog now before stuff goes bad again, because I have a feeling that it's not going to be all smooth sailing from here, because it can't be, because there's so much of the book left. And I think I might kind of know what's going on because of, I said I didn't know anything about Jane Eyre, but I know like the tiniest bit about Jane Eyre, and I think I've figured out like what's going on here, and if I didn't have that little bit of knowledge of Jane Eyre, I don't know if I would know. So I can't really say that with like the twist and the mystery how obvious it is, because I did figure it out, at least I think I did. It still hasn't been technically revealed, so I'll let you know when I get to it if I did figure it out, but I do have some spoilery knowledge of what Jane Eyre is about, and that this is a retelling of Jane Eyre. Speaking of which, I don't know if I'm going to get to Jane Eyre during this readathon. I don't know, honestly, if I'm going to get to any other books besides this one, because I have an arc that is not on my TBR that I really want to finish before November is over. Plus, I'm doing NaNoWriMo, so I do not have much time to spend on this readathon. But I am really, really happy that it got me to read this book, at least right now. We'll see how the end goes. It's going to depend on the end. I have no idea how Jane Eyre ends. I have no memory of that. So I'm going to be surprised. I hope pleasantly surprised. I will let you know when I know. Hi. So it's now the 22nd, and yesterday I said I was going to finish Brightly Burning, and I did not. I got a little bit further into it, and yes, things have gone downhill rather quickly, as I suspected they would. However, I'm on chapter 24, so this far into it. And the only reason I stopped reading is because I was thinking about the challenges, and I remembered that I still have not completed one, even if I finish this book, because this one book can complete all of the book-specific challenges, but there are two challenges that are more like situational challenges, like you have to do something while you're reading. So the first one is to read somewhere that serves food, which I have done, as you've hopefully seen in this vlog, depending on how I edited it. However, the other one is to read while listening to music, which I haven't done yet, so I'm gonna do that now. When it comes to what I'm going to be listening to, I decided to completely lean into the theme of this readathon, if you couldn't tell, and I rented the Treasure Planet soundtrack on Hoopla. So I'm going to try listening to that as I try to read the last few chapters of Brightly Burning. So I'm going to switch out these for these and start reading. It is now the 23rd, and it's about to be 11 o'clock at night, which is why I look like a mess. But I really just wanted to give this vlog a quick update. Today was the day of the watch along, I guess you would call it, of Treasure Planet. So I have finally watched the movie again, and that was really more fun than I was expecting it to be. But when it comes to reading, I left off this vlog, I believe, last when I was listening to music and reading at the same time and trying to finish up Brightly Burning, which I still have the tiniest sliver left of, so let me explain. So yesterday I ended up listening to the entire Treasure Planet soundtrack while I was reading, and that got me to chapter 27. I was not expecting any of the songs on the soundtrack to have words, so the first 2 songs surprised me, and it slowed me down a bit because if a song has words, unless I know it really, really well, I do get distracted by it, and I either want to listen to the words or I want to read, and I can't do both at the same time. But the rest of the songs didn't have any words, so it was actually a really nice, like, immersive experience reading and listening to most of the soundtrack. It probably didn't hurt that I was at a very intense part of the book as well. Speaking of which, I have continued reading since yesterday, and I have made it to chapter 31, which is the last chapter before the epilogue, so I have like 2 chapters left if you count the epilogue. I don't know how long the epilogue is, but it's this very, very tiny sliver of book I have left to read. And the thing is, there is still so much happening that I'm a bit worried about a cliffhanger ending. And that I'm not saying by saying that I would hate having more story, because I'm absolutely loving this story and this world. However, I was under the impression that this was a standalone book. So if it's not, I'm going to be a bit surprised because I was expecting an end. And it has an epilogue. So hopefully that means it ends. Or maybe not hopefully, so I can have more story. But I think it's a standalone. So I want it to end, I guess. And I'm probably going to update you on that tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna keep reading and finish it tonight or tomorrow morning. Either way, I will update you. Tomorrow night is the live show starting at 7. So I will have to have finished it by then, because the live show is going to be us discussing the book and the movie. So I'm really happy. I watched the movie along with everybody else. And once this vlog is up, the live show is already going to have been done. That will probably, I'm assuming, be up on Margaret's channel, The Word Nerd, and that'll be linked in the description, and I'll link the video as well if it's still up. I don't know how live streams work. I am assuming that you put up a recording after, but I don't know. And that's if I can figure out how to get into the live stream even. So you'll have to wait and see along with me. But I still have to get some writing in for Nano before midnight, and I have to be up at 6 o'clock in the morning tomorrow. So this is a good night for me for now. So, Vaultathon is officially over, and I just wanted to take a quick second and wrap up this vlog. I did my first ever live show, so I will leave that linked in the description so you can go check it out. I thought it went okay, even though I did have some technical difficulties, but I did complete all the challenges for this readathon, but that is only because I was able to do it with one book, and that was Brightly Burning. And I did even complete the situational challenges with this book by reading somewhere there was food being served, and by reading while listening to the Treasure Planet soundtrack. And I did watch Treasure Planet, and I had a lot of fun during this readathon, so I'm very glad I got to participate and co-host. So yeah, I'll leave all the info linked in the description if you want more info about the readathon. And that's it. Thanks for watching. Bye. If and when my dog stops barking, hello. The camera needs to stop shaking. Margaret. I almost called her Megan. Okay. My head is not in the frame. Okay. Come here, Gizmo. Here's my puppy. Here's your good boy.